We are back here with the motorcycle, and yes, I know, she probably looks pretty similar to the last time you saw her, which would have been yesterday, maybe last week, maybe last month. Whenever I put out the last video that you watched, yeah, okay, she doesn't look very different, but I have been doing a ton of work to her, and I can't wait to show you guys what I've been up to. But before that, if you are new here, which I'm sure a lot of you are, and if you are, you should be subscribing right now, and I'm sure you're doing that, and everybody else should be liking right now. But if you are new here, let me tell you about this beauty. So, she is a Goldwing. I know, shocking. She don't look like a Goldwing. But originally, this was a 1983, I think. I don't know. It's kind of been a while. I'm pretty sure it was a 1983 Goldwing, and we took away 90% of what made it a Goldwing. We're turning it into a cafe racer, and she's been a ton of fun. And we're past the halfway mark. I don't want to say we're close to the end, but we're past the halfway mark. So now you're all caught up. Let's roll the intro, and to everybody else, I will catch you up on what's been done since the last video. All right, well, first things first. I should probably put my coffee down because it's going to be hard to show you all this with coffee in my hands. First things first, maybe you have noticed, rear suspension obviously all done. It was done before, but we got the seat not being held up by a 2x4. So I don't know if I have a good way of showing you this. I should have taken the phone off the tripod. But we have support in there. It is not fully attached. It's attached in the back. But I wanted to make sure everything was good before I went all out. But we got the support in. It's attached in the back. It's all resting on the support. So it's like fully supported. It just needs another bolt in the front to hold the front in place. Cool. All right. We got this all welded. The rear obviously all welded. Still got to build supports. That'll come. But rear is almost, kind of looking good. Tank. Well, it's still just sitting there. But it is closer than it was before because underneath the tank, I'm dropping everything. We now have the backbone. So I got this all welded in. It's welded in there to our support for, this is hard to see. I should have taken the seat off maybe. So yeah, so it's welded into the support for the suspension, and then this is the seat support coming off of that. And then I also did another support coming off of there all the way down. So this now gets tied from here into the center and all the way down there. So should be good. I mean, I hope it's good. I've never really built a backbone for a motorcycle before, but I mean, how hard could it be? I read the specs of what it should be, and I went bigger than that. So, and then instead of just like cutting straight and welding, I did this, and then a lot of strength in there, so she should be good. So I did that, and then, man, I forgot all this stuff. I had to build an intake, so we got our intake all made already. We got, I made a plate, which I bolted down, and then filter, and then underneath here I built a little bracket on the plate with a big hole in it to hold the cap down. So I built the whole filter thing. Maybe I'll show that more in depth later. Anyways, it's there, it's done. Went really well. And then I also I did this. So this used to sit, this bracket here used to be on top of here, and this sat way up here. Looked dumb. I don't have the tank on, so the lines aren't good anyways. But anyways, so I built this just to lower it down so it's loose. So yeah, right now it's just pinched on the bottom of the bracket, and then it's pinched on the top with 2 more bolts. And she golden, so that really helps the whole front end look there. Super pleased with that. And then wiring. I had the whole wiring harness from the back. These are all the rear sensors for the transmission and the battery. This is all like electronics to run the engine. All the way up to the front, which is where everything connects, and half it goes into the cluster to make everything work on the cluster. I had that all apart. Don't have any video of it because it was just a mess of wiring. And I don't know if you guys want to see that. It's just like a ton of wiring. But I took out everything that I didn't need. which was a lot. It was a lot to do with like the radio stuff, like leftover just wiring and fuses and relays for all the radio and everything. There's like a steering controller, a steering sensor, and then with a controller for the signals so that your signals automatically turn off. We're not doing any of that. We're putting new controls on. We don't need any of that. We're going simple controls. So got rid of all that. It was just a lot of wiring I took out. So anyways, that's kind of where we sit now. But I got something cool in mind for this video. I'm going to put this back together in 2 seconds, and I'll be right back. All right, well, putting the tank back on, I realized I also had to modify the rad. Right, I got the rad temporarily fitted up so I can fit my tank up, which don't look at the tank right now. I'll show you this in 2 seconds. But the rad cap is there, and it used to come up to here. So I need to lower that. And it's probably not going to be super visible. But yeah, it's all copper, so I just cut it down and then soldered it back together. She's a little goopy, but she pressure tested and she held, so we should be good. Okay, now check that out. This is crazy. So bought this tank from a local wrecker, and it looked like this. It actually, a lot of this was all black still, but there was just scratches. She didn't look great, and I was sitting here and thinking, as I was fitting up the tank, you know what, at some point I got to start stripping down this tank and just getting it ready to do all the work to it, because we're going to have to do the body work on it and paint it to make it straight. Anyways, and I was looking closer and closer and thinking, oh, that's kind of a nice red underneath. What's with this gold? And that's when, I noticed there's like these lines for stripes. And I thought, let's take a look at what's underneath here. All right, yes, very faded, some weird lines, but how cool does that look? I think it is like, looks freaking sweet. The color combo with the black and the red and the gold, I'm all for it. I think it looks sweet. So I'm going to go and I'm going to take down all this black and make her all down to the original paint. We're going to see how she looks and see if we want to stick with the red and gold. Because if it looks good, I think I'm just going to continue to build around that and just kind of use that as the theme for the color of the bike. So when I do paint the frame, maybe I'll keep it all black. Maybe I'll put some red striping down it, or maybe some gold striping down. Just everything to try to incorporate and tie into this as that being like the paint scheme or whatever. So anyways, I'm going to set up the camera and I'm going to start stripping all this down, and we're going to see what this thing looks like without that black ugly paint. All right, well, I've got a bunch of different products, different, paint strippers and solvents and stuff. Don't really want to go into the red and gold, but whatever. At this point, it's going to get replaced anyways. And it's super cold out, and so I got no ventilation in here, so it'll be fine. Anyways, I'm just going to start with getting some of the stripper on here, seeing how well she does. I'm going to have to move around to the other side. I probably shouldn't have started with one of the heavier duty stuff I have, but once again, it'll be fine. I also maybe could have taken this thing off of the bike. Whatever. We're here now. Woo! This stuff is potent. Wonder if it's flammable. I know you all think I should be wearing gloves, but don't worry. I got some really nice leather gloves on right now. The only thing is, they are my original leather. That was a bad joke. Ugh, if my wife watches this, she's going to be not happy. Okay, no, she's working. She's working. Let's use brake clean, because brake clean works with everything, right? Oh, yes. That's going to work. This is going way quicker than I thought. Oh, there we go. Now she's coming off in chunks. All right, you know what? I got to take this off the bike and put it on the bench. Finish it there. All right, I got her all done and I got her on, and honestly, I think she looks cherry. But I want to see what you guys think, because is this something that I should be thinking about for keeping the look of. This nice cherry red with the gold. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys like it? Do you think it suits the bike? I mean, most of the bike will still be like just like the black and the aluminum look, but is it a good look? You know, I could put stripes on the part of the shocks and stuff to match, or maybe, yeah, like I said, maybe even some like striping on the valve cover. I don't know. Possibilities are endless, but do you guys think it's like super cool? I should pay homage to this tank and keep it for the rest of the bike, like paint scheme. Maybe not even homage, but just like inspiration. And yeah, just roll with it. Honestly, I think it's really good. I have a gold 300ZX, and I'm kind of like, it's sentimental to me. So it's like a similar gold, so the gold really gets me. I think the red looks great, so don't mind all the hanging stuff. I got to do that maybe in the next video, but yeah. What do you guys think? Is it good? Should I keep it? Should I go black? Should I do black and then silver stripes? I don't know. Possibilities are endless, but I do think this is pretty cool. So anyways, had to give you guys another video because I'm trying to get them out faster. Oops. So hopefully you enjoyed this one. I got Datsun parts coming soon, so we'll be working on that soon. And you know what? Actually, possibly even having a 300ZX, one of mine, coming to the garage soon for work. But we'll see about that. Who really knows? But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that stuff. Have a great day.